Hello everyone, I'm back and settled in from Proline, and I also want to thank everyone for all the support and kind messages and likes and subscribes and all that technical jargon. I do appreciate it. I'm just doing the best I can over here. I will keep everyone posted on the P.O. box opening. Having some technical difficulties on my end. I gotta update some addresses in some places and stuff like that. I built this. It is a brazen high-low chassis. I was hoping to do like a weekend build-along thing. I have the winner, Sam Lopez, of the brazen giveaway, and he's almost already done. All I think he has to do is paint a body. So I'm just gonna get to work on the project and do it up. With something like this, it's super basic and straightforward. You got your chassis rails. You can connect them together with standoffs and the skid. Usually connect your shocks to the standoffs. You put those together, connect them to the axle, and bolt them to the skid. It's really nice with Hardcore RC products. They have everything color coded and labeled. I just haven't taken the little tabs off yet. This 20 kg that's in here for the servo is just a placeholder for now. I have one of those Amazon 2-point lows with a Three Brothers yellow jacket. It is a 1500 kV, and I plan on pairing that with a Mamba Micro X that I have laying around somewhere. But just tips of how to put something like this together is just use your best judgment. Like here in the back, the rear uppers, for some reason, were too long. I have the benefit of having extra links, so I dug in my link drawer and found something that'll work. I may end up making custom ones to make everything matchy-matchy. You also can, see if I can get that on camera, you can also go off of, this is your pinion. Gosh, dug it. Let's see. You see that? See that? That is your pinion right there. And you want it to be semi-perpendicular to the chassis rails. You want there to be a decent angle coming up to the transmission. Sometimes it can be pointed, sometimes your pinion angle can be pointed sky high. Sometimes it can be pointed in the dirt. And that's all a link adjustment. And you just play with that and eyeball it and get it the best you can. That is something I can bring up here in the front. I don't know how, I may have to take the wheel off. Let's see if you can see that in there. Here on the front, my eyeballs are telling me it's pointing down a little bit. And my eyeballs are saying that's pointing down a little bit. And I have a hole that I can bring it up one, but it being down like it is, I don't think necessarily hurts anything. We'll see. I have that adjustment hole if I need it. If you're wanting to know how to make links the size that they are and how to know how to do that, that's above my pay grade. Sorry, I can't help you with that. But we're actually gonna do some work in this video. These are drive shafts from Amazon that are cut to length. I've actually come to like these quite a bit. There are real deal companies out there that make these, but it's, from what I've seen, it's just a derivative of what these are. So I just get the ones off of Amazon. But essentially what you're gonna do, or at least what I do, I'm gonna do up the rear, and then you take this set screw out, and it's supposed to come out. For some reason it's not wanting to. There we go. And put the other side on. I will insert the drive shaft into the female end. I will compress the shocks 100%, and then just using my thumb get a measurement of about how far it's going to sit inside this CV cup. If you want to, you can use a scribe or a marker or anything like that. I'm just used to measuring stuff like this at work. Now you may have to take this end off to put the drive shaft back together, but most times I've been lucky to get it to slot back in. I just learned something. Your drive shaft ends are slotted, and there is a, see how well you can see that, there's a D shape to this, and there's a flat spot, and on the small end is also keyed in a D shape, so the shaft will only go in one way. And do not forget your set screw. Cycle your suspension. If nothing falls out and everything moves smoothly, you did a good job. I don't feel good about how that looks on this camera angle, so I'm gonna see if I can't do this again and give you guys a better view of what's going on. All right, like that, we now have drive shafts in this thing. I will say, if you're doing a chassis like this with these drive shafts, your front is going to be the hardest one to do. And like I say at work, get your hardest task done first, and then it's downhill from there. I don't know if I'll leave it in the video or not, but up here I forgot to compress my front springs, so I had to cut it like 2 or 3 times to get the front one correct, but it all came out in the wash. I'm also debating on, I don't know how well you can see that, I'm debating on whether or not I want to change pinion angle up front. I may play with that off camera. We got a high-low build on the bench, more put together. I'll put a cliffhanger body on it. I found out before Proline that I have 2 cliffhanger bodies that I'm doing nothing with, so that'll probably get thrown on here. I feel like this is a good place to leave it. I thank everybody for their support, and I'll see everyone in the next video.